Russell Westbrook averaging 29 points per game over the last 8. They will be facing an injury-riddled Warriors team later today. Jalen Rose is still here with us. Stephen A., I know you spent a lot of time in Houston so far this season. Tell me this, because I find it really interesting. Can Harden and Westbrook challenge those L.A. duos as the best in the West?
I think they, as a team, they can challenge the Lakers, yes, because, first of all, understand, I don't like the fact that Harden engages in the one-on-one, that D'Antoni hasn't found a way to figure that out. As much as I respect D'Antoni's offensive brilliance, I think that come playoff time, that's not what's going to win in a 7-game series. I'm looking at a guy like Russell Westbrook right now. You shoot 25% from three-point range. They ain't going to cut it. They ain't gonna cut it. Now, they haven't had Eric Gordon. Get Eric Gordon back, things are gonna be special. They're gonna have something to say. But here's where things get very, very interesting, particularly against the Lakers more so than the Clippers. LeBron and his free throws. James Harden ain't gonna miss those bad boys. He's gonna make free throw shots. He might struggle from threes. He's gotta show that. But he's gonna score and he's gonna make free throws. This is a brilliant offensive magician that is James Harden. He knows how to get the ball in the hole, whether it's from the perimeter, getting into the lane, free throw line, drawing fouls. He's just too brilliant. You're not going to stop him. But going against Golden State in that offensive arsenal, that's a different challenge. There's nobody in basketball that shoots like the Golden State Warriors do when they're healthy. So as a result of that, now you get to a slower tempo. You get to dictate pace a bit more. Not only that, it's going to be a little bit more physical because it's not going to be primarily perimeter play. And then you're talking about LeBron having the ball in his hands a lot. They're going to send that brother to the free throw line. And even when he's making them, he don't make them like James Harden and those boys make it from the free throw line. He don't even make it like Anthony Davis makes it from the free throw line. I think that to Houston, I'm not picking them to, but I think they can take the Lakers, and they have a better shot at taking the Lakers than they do taking out the Clippers.
But we're talking about the duo challenge, basically, like the dynamic duo of the LA teams.
But I mean also, like, when we're talking playoffs, that kind of thing, can they get it done?
I'm really thinking about the dynamic duos of all three teams, because you take the LA duos, right?
They would be third place.
Right, and I don't think they can challenge the other duos. And here's the thing. When we talk players, because offensive stats are easy to see, because offense excites people, we have a tendency to judge them based almost exclusively on offense in reality. Even though we pay lip service to defense, we're really looking at them offensively. Offensively, and by the way, the basket is high up in the air. That's why the NBA selects out for height. Yeah. Like the percentage of 7-footers, of all 7-footers playing in the NBA in the world is high. Of all 6-footers is low, right? Like it selects out for height. These are the shortest of the duos we're discussing. These are the worst defensive of the duos we're discussing. And even offensively, if you look at the Clippers, you could say that Harden's a better offensive player than anyone they have by not that much, but okay, enough to say it, unless it matters most. Then it's Kawhi is better. But the Lakers, AD is the second best offensive player they have. AD is this much worse of just an offensive player than James Harden. We're talking about offense. Defense, AD is one of the best who ever did it. Harden is much improved, but is not. So when you look at it, the size goes to the LA teams. The offense is close, although Westbrook with his shot now even drags that down. And the defense is not. The answer is no. That dynamic duo does not compare to the LA.
So I'm going to have to put some respect on James Harden's name. Amongst duos, I agree. The Rockets are third. I'll say the Lakers, then Clippers, then Rockets.
I agree.
However, I've seen James Harden as the best player on the Rockets do things that I didn't see Anthony Davis do as the best player on the Pelicans.
Yes.
Like be a top 2 or 3 seed, like win MVP of the league. So I'm not going to necessarily put AD over James just like that. However, I have to say something that's really important in this Western Conference race. The Rockets can see eye to eye with the Lakers and the Clippers.
I agree.
They're not far off. Kuzma hasn't hit his stride with the Lakers. And the Clippers don't have the size to punish the Rockets. That's why when those two teams play, it's a rock fight. And that's why Houston actually beat them. And that's why both of those LA teams got waxed by the Bucks, because the Bucks have size in Giannis. So when the Rockets get healthy, they're going to get Gordon back. McLemore's playing quality minutes. Nobody makes more corner threes than P.J. Tucker. They can play small ball with Capella and see eye to eye with those L.A. teams.
I'll go one further to give respect to James Harden's name. And I hear Max loud and clear in terms of what he needs to prove in terms of efficiency. I think when you look at the numbers are there until you get into the efficiency of it all. And then you say, okay, you're shooting less from the field, you're shooting less from three-point range, that kind of stuff. He's got to do better. We get all of that. But this brother is one of the most prolific scorers this game has ever seen. And considering how explosive he is, sometimes he makes up for what you lack. Like, for example, if we want to talk combo, then we're looking at Russell Westbrook on an even scale. When I've seen times this year when we've seen Russell Westbrook even step back and just spectate and marvel
Harden's
at
having
the
a ridiculous
greatness
season
of James Harden,
also playing defense.
who's averaging 38. And by the way, Tillman Fertitta came on this show. And remember when he talked about it, we almost laughed at him. He talked about how great of a defender Harden was against people in the post.
Yeah.
So in other words, we got to pay attention to
By
this
the way,
stuff.
for all
And we can't laugh now.
For all your
Harden's
lamenting
doing it.
about analytics, the fact is, everything everyone just said, I believe the reason that the Rockets, you can't count them out, is because of the slavish devotion of Daryl Morey and D'Antoni to only taking high percentage shots. What that means is the Rockets are better than they ought to be. Like, they're counting by threes, everyone else is counting by twos. They're taking a lot of shots from the free throw line, other teams aren't.
Jalen, the final word, because I'm told you have to go. You got a production meeting, long day with Maria and Jay. 5 games here.
So
on
you're right
ESPN
about
NBC.
James Harden. I've called him the most unique offensive weapon to ever play the game. And I'm going to give you 4 categories that he's led the league in that nobody else will ever do at some point in their career. He's led the league in total points. He's led the league in total assists. He's led the league in total free throws. And he's led the league in total three-pointers made. Normally, that's 4 different players.
He just needs a total of 1 championship.
Right, because usually the guy that's getting to the line is like a big physical
we got to
guy.
leave it there, but you guys are saying that
Oscar
Houston, who's
Robertson,
been
this guy,
flown
my
under the
God.
radar, can contest with those LA
When I was
teams.
in Houston and I had a conversation one-on-one with Daryl Morey, Daryl Morey did acknowledge, listen, Harden's great and what have you. But I was talking about catching and shooting as opposed to the dancing and dribbling. He said, you might have a point. It's working for us, but you might have a point. We might need to do more of that come postseason. Stay tuned. Because if he adds that to the equipment, where he's catching and shooting, but you're sharing the basketball more and got everybody active.
They got a puncher's
Jalen,
chance.
putting some respect on his name.
Yes,
they got
The
a
Christmas
puncher's
holiday
chance.
season. Gordon Hayward, Jalen, thank you. We'll see you later. Gordon Hayward is good to go, according to his coach. He's missed the past 3 games because of nerve pain in his left foot. He will play right after us here on ESPN. It is Raptors Celtics. Plus, the Sixers and